It's closed. Choose who can participate. Set a delay on between messages. Hey guys, Yonni here. So I'm gonna just be doing some Q&A. This is not like formal. And I have questions, but if you guys, let me see if I can see the chat. I don't know how to see the chat when I go live on my phone. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to do a Q&A, and these are questions that people ask me or my students ask, or if anybody is in my chat viewing and you want to ask questions, feel free. I will answer those questions. Okay, and so question number one that I get asked a lot is how long does it take to lock somebody's? How long does it usually take for somebody's hair to lock? So I'm on live and you're in the video in the back talking for what? But anyway, so how long it takes someone's hair to lock? Now, I'm gonna just say for me it takes about 90 days. Um, but that is based on the fact that how I lock the hair. It could take much longer if you have a loctician who washes your hair every single time you get it twisted. Um, and so if you do my way of locking, which would be to twist their hair and then let them come back every 3 weeks to get a retwist. And as soon as they hair is long enough to style, you would get this, you would style it. Um, those ways that I twist, that usually takes about 90 days. And I have some proof actually that I can show you guys of my clients who took only 90 days to lock. Like everybody whose hair I've ever locked took about 90 days to lock. And it didn't really matter the texture, it's that process. It's the not wetting the hair. And a lot of times when I talk about that, people get like, oh, that's dirty or that's this and that's that. But it's not actually dirty unless you're dirty, right? Because what happens is I don't use a lot of products to begin with. So and I also use the products in the hair and not get them all over the scalp. So in that case, when I do the retwist, even though I'm not washing their hair, their scalp, they have the directions to keep their scalp clean during a time when we will not wash or shampoo or wet the hair. So I hope that answers that question. Um the next question I get a lot is what products are the best for locks? Okay. Now, if you started doing locks recently, like over the last 10 years, you probably use a product that looks like edge control, which is edge control, but they call it lock gel now. See, when I started doing locks, we ain't have any products except for beeswax. So that's what you used. And then Isoplus came out with a product, Isoplus molding cream. That was like the second product for locks on the market. And they also was selling Murray's beeswax, Isoplus and Murray's. So they created that molding cream, and that's what I started using. That's what I used to do the hair that I did in the magazines that got me popular. And that was a pomade, more like a waxy, creamy kind of pomade. And I actually still use that kind of product today. I haven't switched to the trending lock gel because looking at people's locks now, they take almost a year to lock. Their hair is itchy and is dandruff filled and it's gunky and gooky because of that product. So we won't be switching to that either. Another thing now that is a myth too is that a lot of people are saying, "Oh, don't use oil on your hair." Like, what you mean don't use oil on my hair, but use this lock gel? Like, no, you can't use lock gel. You can't say use lock gel, which is straight chemicals, which is like if you was to take that out of the jar and wipe it on something and leave it there, it would literally turn white and disgusting. And you put that on here, but y'all don't want to put oil. Like that don't even make sense to me. Now, if it makes sense to you, then that's fine. But I'm pretty sure you don't have the same kind of results from your lock clients that I had. So keep doing what you're doing if that's what you think is good. So if anybody is watching and y'all have a question that y'all want me to answer about locks, that's what I'm doing right now. But if not, I'm actually answering questions that my students have already asked me. Um, Next question was, where is the best place to start if you are just starting out? They was asking like, should I start from home? Should I go to a shop immediately? And the person actually wanted to get a salon suite is what they wanted. And so here's what I recommend for new locticians is for you to start out as mobile or at home. And I recommend that so that you're not pressed on commissions or either booth rent or anything at all. You get to start out in the comfort of your own home or just going to people's house that you know that can work. And then once you get and I don't want to say enough clients. I want to once you get the confidence that you know how to build, then you should go to a barber shop, not a hair salon. Like a lot of people get this wrong when they're a loctician and they don't understand that you working in the wrong place. So I always recommend for my students, if you are just starting out, to go straight into a barber shop, and I mean a busy one, and try to find one that doesn't have a loctician yet, so that all the barbers can send you their lock clients. And this is how you build the clientele pretty fast. Um, this is how you build your clientele pretty fast. Now, like I said, this is stuff that I did long ago. Not necessarily long ago, but it's my way of doing things, which actually works. A lot of people didn't follow these ways and they don't have the same kind of results that I got. So, all right, next question. How do you get clients if nobody knows you? Well, the first thing I would do is not post on social media for clients. I think that so many stylists are like missing the mark because they're wanting to look good on social media before they actually look good to clients, right? And so this would make you not be able to build clientele fast, even if you do know how to use social media, because the thing about it is that we're showing the world what we're doing. The social media is just a platform. But if you're not wowing the clients can see that. So if anxious to get on social media, but you haven't learned how to please the client, I would rearrange those two priorities and actually learn how to please the client first, then you put that onto social media and now you don't have a problem getting new clients. But if you haven't, if your clients is looking like they upset while they getting their hair done, or people see them flinching and or they scalp look dirty. Like a lot of locticians, y'all be doing people hair and the scalp looks dirty. Like, and then you detox it and it still look dirty because it's simply that you don't know how to wash hair properly, right? And then instead of learning how to wash hair properly, you think, oh, I need to get more clients, so I'm gonna post more. But the issue is that if you washed hair properly, you wouldn't have a problem getting more clients. Like I want that to make sense. Is that the goal is to be a great hairstylist and then social media becomes easy. It's not the other way around. You don't become a great content creator, then a hairstylist. It's the other way around. So this is, you having that service and you doing that well, and that's what people see. I'm gonna do one more uh question. And the question was, how do you get enough practice to become great? And now this answer right here from me, this is my way of answering this question, is that you're going to get enough practice by joining my training. Because if you join my training, you'll actually have a mannequin and you'll have all of the styling tutorials, right? And so now in a mentor, literally. Um because I can show you how to get practice whether you have heads or not. But more importantly, that mannequin plus the lock styling tutorials together, you're able to create like a training, independent trainers. You could train as much as you want to. Um, okay. Okay. And I'm learning how to use this as I go. Okay, guys, so that's going to be my spiel of questions that was asked. I'll be back tomorrow doing 3 or 4 more questions that was asked because it was so many questions asked during our trainings. I hope that this one was good. And if you actually have a question about locks for me, just put it in the comments and I'll answer it tomorrow when I get on and I actually shout you out too. All right, guys. Wait, now how I get off of the live is the question. Okay. Your stream will not stop immediately and your stream will not stop immediately and you'll no longer be live. Okay, so I'm not going to stop yet. I'm just going to say this one last thing. I almost forgot. I got hands-on classes coming up. And I don't know if y'all know this, but I had locks for the last 3 years and last 4 years. I just cut them recently, but I'm still, doing what I do. So hopefully those questions were questions that you resonated with. And like I said, if not, just leave your question in the comments and I will answer it tomorrow.